Hi, welcome back everyone. We are still reading our lovely, lovely book, A Galaxy of Her Own. And we're going to be learning about someone who's a little bit more known than the last lady we looked at. And this lady is called Ada Lovelace. You might have heard of her because she is British. She is from the United Kingdom. She is a mathematician and she lived between 1815 and 1852. Ada Lovelace adored machines. When she was 12 years old, she sketched out ideas for a steam-powered flying machine that would soar through the air. Her colourful imagination and fascination with science would go on to make this young dreamer famous throughout the world. Ada was fortunate. Although she was born at a time when it was very unusual for girls to study maths, her mother had been taught maths and insisted that her daughter was too. Ada was extremely talented and enjoyed studying languages as well as science, which would prove to be very useful. When she was 17, she met Charles Babbage, a pioneer of thinking machines. Babbage had invented an amazing machine which he called the difference engine and was designed to fill an entire room. Today, we would think of it as a huge mechanical calculator. Then he had an idea for an even more complex machine called the analytical engine, which could perform more complicated calculations. Ada was captivated by Babbage's work, and when an Italian engineer wrote a paper about this new machine, she translated it into English. She was so fascinated by it that she added her own thoughts as well. In fact, she had so many ideas that the English version ended up being nearly 3 times as long as the original. Ada published her work in 1843 under the initials AAL, so people would not know that she was a woman and therefore think less of it, and so became the first published computer programmer. Her fizzing imagination saw incredible potential for the machine, suggesting that it could manipulate symbols and music. Ada saw that it could also do many of the things a modern computer can, and she was the first person to write out complete instructions for it. However, Babbage's great machine was never built, and Ada's work was soon forgotten. It wasn't until the 1950s that the first person to build a programmable computer, Alan Turing, came across it and recognized its brilliance. As the computing age dawned, people finally saw what a great and pioneering mind Ada had possessed, and in the 1980s, a new computer language, Ada, was named after her in recognition of her work. This is still in use today, not least on some of the International Space Station's many computers. Ada's sheer brilliance is now celebrated every year on Ada Lovelace Day, when people all around the world mark the achievements of Ada Lovelace and all of the women in science, technology, engineering and maths, known as STEM. She will never be forgotten again. Your best and wisest refuge from all your troubles is in your science.